There's a feeling you carry silently, like you're running out of time, like somehow everyone else is ahead of you. They figured it out, they're doing something right, and you're just trying to keep up. You're just trying to survive the day and trying to make sense of where it all went off track. You see people your age doing more, having more, even knowing more. You scroll and it feels like the whole world is speeding past you and you're stuck. And deep down, you whisper to yourself, I should be further by now. But what if you're exactly where you're meant to be? What if the delay wasn't a punishment but a protection? What if that thing you desperately wanted to happen earlier would have broken you instead of built you? There's a plan being written for you, a divine one, and it's unfolding at a pace that was never meant to match the world's timeline. You're not falling behind, you're being realigned, redirected, and refined. The pain you feel right now, the confusion, the silence, it's all part of the story because growth doesn't always look like progress. Sometimes growth is invisible. Sometimes it happens when nothing seems to be moving, but you're still growing. Every night you cry and still show up the next morning. Every time you choose to pray, even when you feel empty, and every time you say Alhamdulillah, even when your heart is heavy. That right there is growth. And you know something beautiful, even when you feel distant, even when you feel undeserving, you're still deeply loved, deeply seen, and you're never abandoned. You're not too late, you're not too lost, and you are not alone. Take a deep breath, slow down. This is your pace, this is your test, and this is your timeline. Maybe you've prayed for change and it didn't come, or maybe it came but not in the form you expected, not as a miracle but as a moment that broke you, not as a blessing but as something that forced you to your knees. But look at yourself now. You've survived storms you never thought you'd get through. You've buried pain under your smile. You've carried heaviness in your heart, and you still walked with kindness. You still hoped, and you still kept going. That matters more than you realize because you weren't created to just chase success or compare timelines or count the number of things you don't have yet. You were created to turn back again and again and again to the one who never left. There's a sacred kind of strength in quietly holding on, in waking up to a life that feels confusing but still choosing to believe. There's wisdom in the waiting. Sometimes the waiting is the mercy because in that waiting, your heart softens, your ego breaks, you let go of what doesn't serve you, and you stop chasing and you start surrendering. And it's in those quiet moments of surrender that the most beautiful shifts happen, the kind of changes that don't just touch your life but your soul. You see, this world is loud. It tells you to always be more, do more, to prove more. But the one who made you, he only asks you to turn to him, to trust that even if your slow steps, in your whispered prayers, your tears on the prayer mat, they count. They seen, they are heard, and they are written. You are not forgotten. Your efforts are not wasted. And your journey, however messy, however delayed it may feel, it is still purposeful. Even now, you are being shaped. Even now, you are being carried. So let go of the need to compare and let go of the voice in your head telling you that you're not enough. Because your worth was never tied to what you accomplished. It was always rooted in who created you. So stop rushing, stop panicking, stop trying to be someone else. You're not late and you're not wrong. You're just becoming, and sometimes becoming takes some time. So trust the process, trust the timing, and most importantly, trust the one writing your story, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He hasn't forgotten you and he is preparing you and he's doing it with love.